Everything's insane. Not to mention, they tried to kill everyone on Earth. Donald Trump tried to kill everyone in the U.S. You still got people with red hats. They're like, gotta support my man. If you ever wonder how that Jim Jones Kool-Aid stuff happened, just imagine that times 100 million. And that's the Trump stuff. But it's coming out more and more. There's even more studies coming out now that 100% of the people who've taken the lethal injection, the vaccine, have circulating microclots in their blood. So their blood has clots.
100% of 19 vaccinated individuals have these circulating anomalous amyloid microclots in their blood. This is misfolded fibrin that sticks to many biologically active materials circulating in the body, and it conglomerates into these irregular masses that block blood flow and cause all sorts of horrible issues.
Yeah, and what was I saying in 2021, 2022? They're going to basically kill you with the lethal injections. And it says there, 100% of people, so if you've taken the lethal injection, unless you got the saline, which I think some people did, but I'm not even sure of that, but that says 100% of people who have taken it, they have blood clots now. And that basically leads to heart attacks, strokes, myocarditis, all these sort of things. But like I said, if you are super connected in this video game, you can watch an hour-and-a-half BitChute video, and at the very end, the crazy guy in the cowboy hat will tell you how you can actually cure it. And you'll never see it on mainstream media, and your doctor will never tell you about it. But it's actually the Tesla machine. Dr. Anna Mihalch has already shown this with her dark field live blood analysis before and after the Tesla. So you can see on the left is before the Tesla with people with infected blood with clots, and everything's all clumpy and clotty. Then on the right, all looks really good.
Let's start by debunking a fundamental myth. You've been told that pH is chemistry, that it's about acidic and alkaline elements. That's false. If you ask an engineer what a pH meter really is, they'll tell you the truth. It's a voltmeter. It's a device designed to measure electrical voltage. pH doesn't measure substances. It measures electricity, the voltage of a solution. Specifically, it measures the electrical activity of the most important element in the universe, hydrogen. So, for a moment, forget chemistry. If you want to deeply understand your health, you need to start thinking in volts. But where does this electricity come from? It's born from a primordial tension. Hydrogen isn't a static object, but a pulsating system of two opposing forces eternally struggling for balance. It's the breath of the universe. On one side, you have the force of contraction, the proton. It's the centripetal force pulling inward. It's gravity. Its function is to create mass and structure. When this force dominates, the system compresses, becomes dense, becomes acidic. On the other hand, you have a radiation force, the electron. It's the centrifugal force that pushes outward. It is light. Its function is to expand, release, and cool. This is what we call alkalinity, or energy. Life isn't just an object. It's the rhythm between compression and expansion. It's the perpetual exchange between the proton and the electron. This is where conventional medicine loses the thread and biophysics enters. For doctors listening, disease is a failure in the dielectric capacitance of cell membranes. When the environment loses coherence, the cell gets trapped in the compression phase. The membrane depolarizes, voltage drops, the cell loses energy radiation ability and enters hypoxia. GEO technology doesn't treat pathology, it treats the terrain. It generates a coherent electric field that restores water's dipole order. By correcting the field, we return hydrogen's ability to oscillate. Protons reorganize, electronic availability restores, and membrane potential recovers. We don't fight biological chaos, we simply restore electrical order so life repairs itself. Order the invisible, and the visible will respond. Radiant Phi.
Andrew Goff is a former History Channel host, researcher, investigator. He's also the host of Conspiracy Hour on Unified TV, and he joins me now. Andrew, great to see you. Thank you for doing this.
It's great to be on the show. Thank you. We're not taught about things like the ether. We're not taught about what Tesla discovered. We have to kind of go and research that on our own.
Maybe you could educate our audience a little bit if you can. I don't know, if, from a scientific perspective, what would maybe some of like this plasma study and why this is so maybe important?
Well, plasma and fusion has so many different ramifications. Nuclear energy. It has to do with, there are those who believe strongly that the moon is plasma, right? Mm. The moon, you've never seen the dark side of the moon because it doesn't rotate. There are those who believe that the moon is plasma and shows a snapshot of the known and unknown continents on Earth. And it's not 248,000 miles away. The sun, which Nuno was studying, is not 93 million miles away. What if he was about to reveal that the sun and the moon are within the snow globe of our Earth that we know as the firmament? The sun and the moon are within the snow globe of our Earth that we know as the firmament. But those who have cures for cancer and other illnesses, nobody wants a cure. What the world of big business wants, apparently, is us to continue to be unwell, because unwell equates to profitable. Right. We need pharmaceuticals. And
parasites and pathogens only thrive in a body that's acidic, low in oxygen, inflamed and electrically disorganized. In that terrain, blood thickens, cells lose potential, and the immune system becomes overburdened, opening the door to disease. The plasma geo shifts this completely. By surrounding the body with a coherent, negatively charged electromagnetic field, it restores cellular resonance and balance. When the body interacts with this field, water and proteins reorganize, restoring membrane potential. Blood thins, microcirculation improves, and oxygen delivery rises. Inflammation decreases, and pH returns to its natural alkaline range. In this environment, parasites can't survive. The terrain no longer supports them. But here's the key. It's not the device that kills them. It's the body itself. Once bioelectric coherence is restored, the body's own intelligence recognizes what doesn't belong and eliminates it. So if someone asks, does the plasma geo kill parasites? The most accurate answer is, it doesn't kill them directly. It gives the body back its ability to heal itself. By restoring balance and order, the body regains control and health returns naturally.
We live in a world where invisible frequencies are a constant part of our existence. Electromagnetic waves travel through the air, through spaces and bodies, and even though we can't see them, their influence on our biology is profound. Technological expansion has transformed communication, energy, and the way we inhabit the planet, but it has also altered the energetic balance that sustains life. Amidst this network of frequencies, the human body, an extraordinarily sensitive electromagnetic system, strives to maintain its coherence. When that coherence is lost, the body becomes devitalized. When it is restored, regeneration occurs naturally. At Radiant Phi, we have dedicated years to rediscovering the principles that govern this invisible harmony. How can we return to the body the vital energy that naturally belongs to it? How to create resonant environments capable of restoring the bioelectric order of life. Our technologies are not merely therapeutic devices, but instruments of resonance designed to re-establish coherence between the body and the field that surrounds it. We work with frequencies in a range that resonates with the cellular realm through technology analogous to human biology, not by imposing frequencies, but by generating a coherent environment where each cell can remember its own rhythm, its own electrical pattern of balance. The result is a natural and profound interaction, greater oxygenation, autonomous balance, recovery of homeostasis, cellular regeneration, and a state of expansive calm. Energy is not imposed, it is harmonized. The body is not a passive receiver, but an intelligent system capable of reorganizing itself when provided with the right environment. From modern physics, we know that scalar waves described by Nikola Tesla do not disperse like conventional electromagnetic waves. On the contrary, they reinforce coherence, creating resonant fields that interact with living matter and enhance its natural processes of order. Each Radiant Phi device acts as a bridge between science and consciousness, between technology and life. It integrates principles of self-induction and self-conduction, allowing the user to become part of a living energetic circuit, where the body actively participates in its own recharge and reorganization. This interaction enhances blood circulation, optimizes cellular respiration, strengthens the immune system, and promotes tissue regeneration, all without invasive intervention or side effects. But Radiant Phi goes beyond physical restoration. It is an invitation to awaken, to remember that we are systems of coherent energy, that life is measured not only in biological pulses, but in resonances. Our purpose is not to resist the technological era, but to develop technology inspired by the very principles that sustain life, a science that supports and amplifies the body's natural processes. To direct the power of energy toward the expansion of consciousness, toward a new paradigm where science, art, and spirit are reconciled. Every device we handcraft, every coil, every generator, is a gateway to reconnecting with the vital force that sustains all forms of life. Radiant Phi seeks not only to heal, but to remind human beings of their true electrical nature, that spark which connects them to the universal field from which they come. A technology inspired by the wisdom of the past, created for the future of consciousness. RadiantPhi.com